Good morning, YouTube. It is the Ushanka here, bringing you another video. Alright, so let's get down into business, alright? So, I'm pretty sure majority of everybody in this world has a Facebook. In most developed countries, everybody pretty much has a Facebook, alright? Now, Facebook, I believe it was today, just introduced new community standard policy. And when I heard about it, I was like, wow, I am really thinking about just deleting my Facebook altogether, because this could get serious. Alright? Now, if you don't believe me, I'm pretty sure you can go into your Facebooks, go into the terms and policies, and dig and find it. But I'll just sum it up here for you. Basically, Facebook just okayed and updating their policy-wise when it comes to hateful speech. Alright, now when it comes to hateful speech, like inciting violence or killing or threatening to kill somebody, you can effectively get banned from Facebook. Alright? And that's okay. That's fine. Alright? But in parentheses, it says, unless that person has been deemed and labeled as a dangerous individual on Facebook, or basically labeled as a dangerous person to Facebook and their standards, which would possibly also mean it could, this is just Facebook saying this, but it could very well encourage Twitter, YouTube contenters, any other social media platform that has banned a certain group amount of people on these social media sites. So who are the dangerous people? Well, I've said it in previous videos before. That is Alex Jones, Louis Farrakhan, Laura Loomer, Milo Yiannopoulos. There is also Paul Joseph Watson. And basically what Facebook is saying is, due to our policy, it's okay to incite violence, or technically go and call to arms of, let's kill these people who are labeled as dangerous by us. Who we label as dangerous, you have our blessing to post it, share it, make videos, group chats about it, whatever, against those people that are deemed dangerous. Okay? So, take that with a grain of salt and really, really think about that. Okay? Alright, now this is just Facebook is just saying this and going after just a certain group of people who are obviously getting well known, who are obviously known throughout the world. Whether you like them or not, they are there, and they are all over social media. Well, used to, but they're known. They've been mentioned on multiple media, mainstream media outlets, as obviously negative things have been said about them, but also, they are well-known people, and they're starting to become well-known people. So how is this dangerous? Because, this is just a group of people who have, millions of followers. They have, books. They're up there with either journalism or politics, whatever. Okay? And they're starting to become household names. So how this is dangerous is basically it could get so far to where they just say you can target anybody. Who is considered dangerous nowadays? All right. Last time I checked, it was murderers, it was terrorists, ISIS, things like that. People who would be, Antifa, people who would pick up something and try to physically hurt people. That is who I would consider dangerous, all right? But people who just speak their minds and have an opinion on things, they're dangerous. They're considered, unstable on their platforms. And that's what Facebook's motto says, is that, or what other people who defend Facebook or Twitter, saying that, it's their own platform. They can say and do whatever they want to do. But the problem is that what they're calling for in their community standards on the inciting of hate and violence and all that stuff, it's going against the law, really. You're basically giving the green thumb that, see these groups of people right here? It's okay to threaten them. When in U.S. law and even in UK law in Britain, that's considered illegal. Okay? That's illegal for people to do that, to incite and call for violence that could harm a human being or human beings. Okay? It is legal. It's written into law in our country, in the United States, and in England. So how in the hell is Facebook getting away with pulling this kind of crap? And if I don't get it, but this is where it's going to get scary. It's going to get scary to when people who are not just in those groups like Alex Jones, the big names, the ones that are really banned now on these social media sites, where it's just going to be people like me, I mean, lately on my channel I get a few views. I have 3 subscribers, and I have some traffic come to my channel, and I don't mind. Some traffic is better than no traffic at all. But the thing is that what happens when the line is crossed and they start coming after people like me? They start coming after just regular conservatives, people that they just don't agree with, people that are just talking about this right now, how I'm opposed to it, and how I'm just sort of giving my 2 cents. You could agree with it or not, but how this is happening and how this is going on, what's to stop them from doxing me or doxing my friends or family who agree with me and calling people to say, hey, this guy Nate, or this guy Jake, or this guy Mike, or this guy Daniel, he's saying some things on Facebook, or he's sharing things on Facebook. He sounds kind of dangerous to us. Let's get some Antifa members to go rally at their house, or rally at his work, or her work, or whatever. Let's just go over there. Let's go over there and let's see. Let's try and get them to shut them down. And I believe I've said it before, but if I haven't, I'll say it again. That call to violence is literally the same type of calling to violence that Hitler ordered his brown shirts to do to the Jewish communities and businesses during the Night of the Long Knives. And that was in the 1930s, before World War II broke out. Hitler basically said, go out, smash windows, burn Jewish books. If you see a Jew, beat a Jew. Basically that's it. Go for it. Do it. And the most hypocritical thing that Facebook is saying is they're saying it's okay to do that, but yet also we're trying to stop hate, and we're trying to embrace love, and and care for one another, and not to hurt anybody else's feelings. Basically, what hypocrites, what dumb hypocrites they are. And for the people who agree with them on this, especially the ones in Silicon Valley, in basically any other major city here, or city or state, that is just totally left wing. So anybody who agrees with this is basically the Nazis that they claim to be hating and calling everybody else. They are the true Nazis. They are the true fascists. All right? It's not about skin color. It's not about, about race or whatever. If your ideology is reminiscent to that of what Hitler was doing in the 1930s, into the build-up before World War II, in Hitler's rise to power, that is what I would consider fascists. The ones who are calling everybody a fascist like nothing, those are the true fascists. And again, I say it in my videos all the time. Read a book. Watch a documentary on the subject. Don't just go around listening to Antifa or listening to any leftist libtard who says, oh, I know everything about a fascist and that's what they are. No, really understand. Draw the lines and conclusions. And understand what these people are doing. Because what they're doing is very reminiscent of what the Nazis were doing. Very reminiscent. You just have to upgrade with the times. Yeah, they're not literally smashing businesses. They're not literally burning books. Now the book burning, that's basically digital censorship. Because back in those days, there was no social media. There was no, YouTube or Facebook or whatever. There was none of that stuff. No computers, no tablets, none of that stuff. So the only really way of communicating with people was by radio, books, newspapers, and also this was before television too. This was before television. So there was no TVs. There was no TV screens or TV networks with news on it. It was all radio. So radio, newspapers, and books were the only way to get information across to other people. And you took that and you either believed it or you didn't. But when Hitler came in and he said, oh, I don't like the Jews, or I don't like anything communist, or I don't like anything capitalistic, then I'm going to basically ban the books. And what was his idea of banning the books? Burning them, censoring, killing the authors. A lot of people left Nazi Germany to avoid persecution and death because they felt that they were going to be a threat to the Nazi organization. And that's why us, as conservatives, any conservative or Republican, or even some liberals as well, old school liberals, who don't think like these leftists do, they're all going to be under fire. Because of what we believe, what we our opinions are, and what we stand for. That's it. It's like last time I checked, we're not the ones going around throwing milkshakes filled with quick tied cement mix, or beating people over with bike locks or sticks or what have you. Last time I checked, conservatives aren't doing that. We're not going to rallies. I mean, if we go to rallies to support, but who's always there starting crap? It's always the Antifa or the crazy leftists who just have to, because they're droning and their opinions are always the same. No KKK, no USA, hey. Oh, it's just the same little chants over and over and over again. It's the same thing. And when they can't get that message across because they got nothing else that they can fight with, then they got to start beating people up. They start ganging up on people. They start crowding people. They start jumping on them, because they can't. They got nothing else to do. They got nothing else for them. All right, so they have to just drive their point by physically hurting people, and they think it's okay. And they think they're so badass and macho that it's okay, and that they feel like the bigger man. They feel like the bigger person. Because in their mind, they think they're actually fighting Nazis. They think they're fighting actual Nazi party members. Somebody who is willing to wear a swastika on their arm and wave a flag with a swastika on it. That's who they think they're fighting. And people support them. People believe their crap and their rhetoric. Okay? And so, I'm going to end the video here, but literally go and look on your Facebook in your community standards, dig for it. I haven't checked it out yet for myself, but I saw screenshots on some not Facebook, but I think it was Twitter I saw it on, of the screenshot of the community standards that involve the okay to call to violence against people who are considered dangerous by Facebook. And so that's ridiculous, because the moment it gets, like I said, the moment it gets bigger, the moment they start broadening their horizons, because then it's going to go after just regular people. They're going to start saying, oh, it's okay to go after anybody at all. If you feel like they're a threat to you, like let's say you have the crazy liberal in your family, and they get that idea, oh, well, my cousins are conservative, I'm going to call my liberal friends, we're going to go and beat their asses. Or we're going to go and show up with a whole rally and get it around my cousins or my uncles or grandparents or whatever. Because I don't care. I put my politics first before anything else. Because you're going to have that one crazy leftist liberal in your family that would say, oh, well, that's good. Facebook says it's okay. Well, shoot, I can start a rally and everything, and I can get everybody on Facebook to join me, and we're gonna show these people. We're gonna show these Nazis. So think about that. Think about that really closely and carefully. And again, read your history books, read your pre-World War II history, and understand what is going on. Because this is what happens when history is repeating itself and nobody is listening and nobody understands what's going on. So, I'm going to end it here right now. Please like, dislike, subscribe, comment, whatever, what have you. And yeah, we'll talk to you in the next vid, okay? So you guys have a good one and take it easy, yeah?